Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching me from. Well, it's evening, is about 29 minutes past 8 on Tuesday evening, and I'm recording this video. I am too lazy to because I've been up all day, so now I'm tired. I've been wanting to do this video, but if baby girl decide to do it anyway. In my bed. As you can see, I'm in my bed already. So just take the message and ignore the environment, okay? So I want to talk about my struggles as a polio survivor. So, and this video, to whom it may concern, it's not for everyone, because as a polio survivor, people in Western world or here in UK, polio survivors, they have the information. Now this is directly to my Nigerians, disabled polio survivors, my Africa polio survivors, Nigeria polio survivors. So this message for me, I'm directing it to them. To some of them who don't have this information, I am gonna speak from my experience. I don't know it all. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not a medical practitioner. I am just me who had polio as a child. I was barely 2 years old when I had polio in Nigeria. I wasn't immunized against polio, so and I have lived with it all my life. So I will say um, I all from my teenage years, I have been experiencing pain. I think my weight probably will contribute, and in Africa, we walk distance. So I've always been in pain. Okay. But things got worse when I was in my 30s. So now, this, um, like I said, late effect of polio is not what my GP or your regular doctors know about. So they are special, they are professionals that knows about it. That, you is even few, because the scientists they only, sorry, excuse me, there was no research done to how or what uh, I mean to how to deal with late effect of polio, but collective information like people who have survived polio coming together, talking about their experiences, and finding out that we all have, if not almost the same symptoms, pains. So coming together, sharing our experiences and sharing information, that's how most of us know that, oh, this is late effect of polio. So I go to a group. I have a group of polio fellowship. It's called here in UK. When I was in Ireland, it was called post polio support group. So I've read few books about it, which was, I got those books from the group. So when we go to the group, we'll talk about our experiences, we'll learn about how to manage and cope with your with polio. So as for me, being a polio survivor, I started noticing fatigue, weakness, tiredness in my 30s. Anyway, okay. And aches and pains. Now, few years back, from for no reason, I didn't have a fall. There was no trauma, nothing. I developed pains in my hip over the years. Well, I have been having, like I said, I've always had few pains, but I just developed pains on my hip, and this was really bad up onto my left. It was my left hip to my left hip and knee, and I went for scan, and I was diagnosed with hip dysplasia. So you can do your own research. So I now have hip dysplasia. Okay. If I go straight to my GP, or if I say, okay, a scan was done on me, and before then there was a scan done before the hip dysplasia. Actually, I was complaining about, there was a scan done anyway, and my doctor said, oh, your hip is as frail. The bone density was too shallow. So, which is all part of the disability, the polio. And a few years later, I think during the during the COVID 2019, that's when I developed a hip dysplasia. And I would have loved to show you guys what I now use. So I have been on severe pain since 2019. My life has changed. So I now manage the pain. I am on pain medication. I have to take it 4 times a day. Okay, but there are times when I try to skip those medication because I'm trying to manage it my way. It doesn't mean I'm not in pain, but I leave it in the pain is stopping me from my daily activities. If the pain is going to affect me, say, eh, because I'm always sitting on my wheelchair, so if it's going to affect me, making me feel uncomfortable, like really bad, I will take it. But if I can manage through it, then I will avoid taking it. Now, during the winter is the most dreadful time for me. So apart from the heat dysplasia, I think majority of the disabled, no, I think I have heard from them, they feel pains as well. So during the winter time, majority of us are cold intolerant. I mean, you are extra cold. Because you don't work with your lower limbs, you get more cold. The legs can't warm up themselves. For me, I have to use a hot water bottle, which is really not advisable. I think blanket, what's it called? Electric blanket is safer, is better, I think. But for me, I still use hot water bottle because your baby girl is scared of electric blanket. I don't know, for some reason, but there's people keep saying to me, "Oh, it's safer." But your baby girl can't trust that thing. Okay, all right. I use, even though hot water bottle, if the water leak out, it can get burned. Okay, but I still manage. Anyway, that's it. And yeah, I live in pain, and I try to manage my pain winter time. I try not to go out except it's really necessary, and I try to pad up my legs because my upper body is okay. Don't feel cool like that, but Even though I pad up my legs, I still feel cold. It's so hard, but you know, because if I get too cold on my legs, then it'll come up right up to my chest, which can make me sick. And I don't want that. So I try as much as I can to protect myself. Now, for my Nigeria post polio survivors, I have spoke with at least two, three of my friends who now complain at this age of pains, which means it is what it is. As polio survivor, as you grow older, you start going through these pains and some other changes that they might not know is down to polio. So for me, we should do more research in Nigeria. As a polio survivor, you should do more research and learn how to look after yourself, take care of yourself. Um, Try not to strain because we believe in. Come on, overstraining our legs. Reduce the stress you're giving to your body. It tells on you as you grow old, as a polio survivor. I'm not saying you shouldn't do activities. Do activities in moderation. Do exercise in moderation. Don't do the activities that will harm you, which I did and I regretted it. I regretted it. I did a lot. I overworked my body. By now, I should still be managing my body. But no, I have overworked it. I remember when I was pregnant of my first daughter, the strain on my right leg was so bad to the point my ligament gave up on me. So that took 2 years to heal before I could get back on my crutches again. So my advice would be go easy on yourself because as you go older, it will tell on your body. The more strain you the more strain the more you strain yourself, your legs or your whatever part of your body you had polio, the more it's gonna affect you. So it happens to me. I was overdoing it, thinking I'm a strong girl. But in the end, I paid the price. So I don't want this video to be too long. I'm gonna show you. So now I use equipment because I can no longer weight bear. Completely solely depends on my motorized wheelchair now. So I don't want to. I would have loved to do make oh okay. So this is hoist. Oh, so let me put the video up. So this is a beam. You can see across my bedroom. You can see those beam up there, a white beam. So this just a sneak peek of my life. So this is my hoist. So I have a cloth. It's like a parachute. So I have it, which someday there's gonna be another topic entirely. So this is it. So this red lever is emergency. So if something was to happen when I pull it, it will stop the hoist. So now this is how I go, and this is up. So I'm pressing the button, and this is side, and this is side. Yeah. So when my carers are using it, they can maneuver it. So it's like a train track. And the one thing, okay, it uses light, must be charged. So the one I have before used to charge in that extreme end, but now they have this new one can charge anywhere. Right now it's charging. You can see the light straight up there. So it's charging now, is even charged, it's fully charged. So it can charge up himself anywhere. These are one of the equipment and I use to enhance my life. So it's just beside my bed there. So guys, this is a little peek into the life your baby girl is. The one other video that I want to do, that I will finally do, it's opening up about another condition that I have, which is sleep apnea. I have sleep apnea. It's a condition that when you sleep, you snore loud, and I stop breathing for 2 seconds. So, and my brain will message my body that something is not right, and then I check. So it does happen to a lot of people, not just, a lot of people have it. And then that's another information. A lot of people have this thing in Nigeria, but how are they gonna know? When we see people who snore, like, oh, it's not too. It is a condition. There is a reason. The airway. There's this dangly thing on your inside your when you're sleeping. So it's just like this, dangly. When you're talking, if you open your mouth very wide, you can see it there. So now, when people like me are sleeping, instead of the for it to be moving up and down, for the hair to go in and out, if just fall down. So this is your if collapse. So it doesn't go like this. Collapse and it's blocking the airway. That's why people snore, because they're struggling to breathe in and out. So you can Google about it. Sleep apnea. It's called OSA as well, or obstructive, obsessive, OSA, obstructive. Okay, can't remember, but it's called OSA, sleep apnea as well. So you can do your own research. Next time I will remember. It's a disorder. Okay, and now, so that's it. I would like to stop here for tonight. So I hope this was information enough. English is not my mate, so thank you so much. And yeah, coming. Thank you so much, and I hope some one or two person will learn from this. Have a lovely night. God bless.